Good morning, everybody. How is everyone doing this fine day? Thursday, December 12th. For those that are into the holidays, we're almost halfway there. Oh my God, it's cold. But you know what? I don't know about you guys, but I sleep way better when I'm cold. Way better. And it's nice. I don't have to turn on the heat. I can get all bundled up and not have to sweat to death. For those that live on in the southern regions, it's just hot like 10 months out of the year. 10 months out of the year. Oh, man. But I'm loving it. Love the temps. Ugh. Everybody good? All right. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and let's get started. So, the protesters. Today we're talking about protesters against Scientology. The amount has grown tremendously, not just in the United States, but all over different countries. Excuse me. Anyway, they're out there doing their thing. Now, Scientology is known to be a cult. However, some people don't see it that way. I see it as a cult in many ways, but the thing of it is this: we all know that every religion, every organized religion has its shitty things. Catholics, Mormons like the FLDS, Warren Jeffs, right? We have the Moonies. I mean, you know, no religion is safe. They all have their dirty little secrets. But the one thing I do agree with about the Scientology being a cult, I don't like the fact that they disconnect families. But all in all, I don't care what religion you have or believe in. Under the freedom of religion, there is no way, shape, or form that sexual assault, rape, any abuses to any man, woman, or child are under the Freedom of Religion Act. That's not a thing at all. I don't care who you are. Religion is to be a place of worship no matter how you do it. Fellowship, learning. It's a place to rejoice. It's a place to come together. Good morning, Newfie, and good morning, Anonymous. And the thing of it is that supposedly, I'll just say for me, right? But in my opinion, the Lord God, our Savior, you're supposed to feel safe where your arms are being wrapped around, that there is belief, there is hope. But when you cross that line to get into the horrible, disgusting things that happen, then you no longer feel safe. Hey, Sister Cat, good morning. So you know what I mean? Again, the point being is every religion is protected that the government sees as a religion. But when it comes to sexual assault, rape, and abuse, man, woman, or child, let's get this straight. A lot of people, and I understand, but a lot of people say women. Women are not the only ones. They are not the only victims and or survivors. It's men and children too. Okay. So, in regards to the protesting, let's get to it. Scientology definitely has their tricks. They're not responsible for every arrest. They're not responsible for every little thing. but they sure, when they do something, you know, they play dirty. Just like any other thing in life, big corporations, they have a connection with the lawyers. They might have a connection with the judge. They might have a connection with the local police department. I know this for a fact. In Utah, there's so many polygamists and FLDS and Mormons over there that they have the majority of employment in the jails, in the police department, so one hand washes the other. They got connections. People that have connections get shit done. It's not always in life what you know, it's who you know. I would like to see the law regarding protesting within a distance of worship happen. All religious places. Yep. Okay, so the first thing I want to share is this. Scientology, like I said, they've been around since the 50s. That's when it started up. And it's corrupt all around. Correct. You know? But a lot of people, I'm learning things as I go. Okay. I'm new to Rumble. I'm not so new to YouTube. But I have been around for quite some time when it comes to anti Scientology, since the 80s, for those that didn't know. So, that was my alert, I believe. Okay. So, when it comes to Scientology, it's everywhere, but I just want to start here first, so bear with me. I'm going to start in LA. Now, this is on Reddit, and not all the protesters, everybody's different in protesting. Some are loud and obnoxious, some are vulgar, some are peaceful and quiet and low key, not because they're scared, it's because of their personality. So, with one of the more well spoken and seasoned people, those that don't know me, I don't call people old. Sometimes I do, and I throw shade. It depends on my mood and my day. But seasoned people are older people that have matured. So, one of the seasoned people, his name is Michael. You can find him on YouTube, literally Michael. And he is a man who has been in California for quite some time. Forgive me, I don't think he was born and raised there, but he's been in California for a long time. LA, Hollywood. His father, I don't believe he's deceased, but his father is an ex police officer. He's mentioned it a few times. Well, this gentleman, Michael, is married to a former Scientologist named Serge. You can find literally Serge on YouTube as well. They're married, and Serge has been exposed to a lot of things since he was a child and suffered his own unhappy moments and tragedies in Scientology. And a lot of things that happened to him as a kid are not to be made fun of. It's a horrible thing as a child. Anyway, so one of the nights protesting, okay, one arrested at peaceful protest. Scientology is laughing right now. The guy in the background challenging cops to fight will probably get arrested, excuse me, get arrested too, meaning also for criminal threats once the cops see all the videos, because everyone knows they are watching closely. Scientology, just so you know, is known to have cameras all over the place and license plate readers, which to this day, I'm not law enforcement, so I don't know if that's legal or not. I don't know if it's like, say, for example, if it's legal to have them placed in a certain area, but you get the picture, you get the point. They have them. That's a questionable thing. But can you believe the cops initially came to ask nicely to not park in the red, and everyone started yelling and cussing at the cops? Even DOA got upset and said he worked too hard to end up like this and was telling people to calm down, but it was too late. The damage was done. All right, so let's take a look.
About someone parking the red. There's actual crimes out there. Come on. No. There's no thank you very much. There's actual crimes out there. Real people doing drugs. Hey, you.
Forgive me. The man in the black hooded sweatshirt right here is literally Michael. Forgive me, I forgot that.
Don't worry about someone parking the red. There's actual crimes out there. Come on. No. There's no thank you very much. There's actual crimes out there. Real people doing drugs. Hey, you. Oh, no. Michael, no. Why did you do that? No, Michael. Oh, no. Michael pushed the officer. Michael defended himself and pushed the officer. No. Oh, my God. No. Oh my! So the officer pushed Michael, and Michael pushed him back. Oh my God! No!
You're arresting somebody, so you're saying
he defended himself. Your fucking sergeant pushed him. I have it on video. Your sergeant pushed him. Your fucking sergeant pushed him. He defended himself, you motherfucking crook. You're a fucking crook. You fucking crook criminals. I have it on video. He defended himself, you motherfucker. Holy fucking shit. He defended himself, officer. Your sergeant pushed him. I have it on video. Fucking crooks, motherfuckers. I have it. It's in my video. Someone can go to mine.
Wow. Right? Just wow. Sister Cat, you did? Thank you. I'll double check. Big Chief, good morning. Let me check. Thank you so much. I will check. No, I don't see it. I appreciate it though. If you want to try again, have at it, and I'll keep my eye open. I came back to the chat because a good friend reminded me. I know you get on a roll sometimes, but take a breather once in a while and and go back to chat. I said, "Well, I did yesterday or the other day." Yeah, I miss Aja too. So Aja was the one that had the video and that was yelling. So you saw for yourself that things can get heated and two wrongs don't make a right. Now, officers are and should be held to a higher standard. That's a given. They're law enforcement to serve and protect. The guy put his hands on Michael first. Now, I know a lot of people say, where's the context in that? But the thing of it is this. I did high and low searches, and I honestly cannot find it. Maybe I didn't look hard enough, or maybe I was looking too hard and it was right under my nose. But the bottom line in that situation is, again, cops are higher. Man, can't talk this morning. They are held to a higher standard, and unless necessary, absolutely necessary, They have no right to put their hands on you like that. And then again, Michael shouldn't have done what he did. He's a seasoned person. He should have never touched the officer back. But let's be realistic. People get in their feelings. Shit happens. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's fucked up. Every sinner has a future, and every saint has a past. Just because you don't have video of something doesn't mean you're innocent. Just because you've hidden a video doesn't mean you're innocent. It just might mean that you're good at not getting caught. Facts. In my opinion, Michael should have never reacted the way he did. Absolutely. Michael to the community, literally Michael, the protesters or the advocates or however you want to word it, is a very calm, low key man, well spoken, nice guy. I never met him, but it's just from my observation. And he fucked up. You know, some have said that it's possible that he wasn't just in his feelings, or as my friends say their fifis, right? Their feelings, but that maybe he felt that he could get away with it because his dad was a cop. Can I check now? I will be happy to, says a cat. I don't see one. What I will do is, Sister Cat, I apologize. I don't you know it's not my fault. It's not your fault. um, tech issues are real. And that was a notification. What I'll do is I'll close it out and then I'll double check for you. Okay. No, I just see the two comments, my dear. It might take a minute. I don't know how that works, to be honest. And again, I deeply appreciate it. I love it. I just don't know what's up with that. Let me see. Give me a second, guys. Hold on 1 minute, please, and thank you. Okay, I just backed out and came back in. It might take a moment, Sister Cat. I apologize. Oh man, let's see. Yeah, it might take a hot second. So again, it's unfortunate that it all went down like that, but it did. And, you know, again, shit happens. So, just to let you know what happened with that is that Michael wound up doing a uh, GoFundMe and raised lawyer fees. And as soon as that goal was met, then they closed it. They closed down the GoFundMe, which is the right thing to do. Okay. No, don't be silly. Don't be silly, sis cat. Don't be silly, honey. No, no, no. All right. Don't be silly at all. No worries. Okay, let me go to this. So, again, those that are just joining, welcome in. Hope you're staying nice and warm. One of the pages I want to share is frozen, so just bear with me. I want to get that set up. All right, I'm back. You don't need to be looking at a screen that's loading. So, all right. All right, so let's get to the next one. So, again, Scientology and protesters. All right. Let's go to the next one here. Now, the next one we're going to be looking at is Natalie Webster, who is a former Scientologist. She had 3 generations of her family in, and they are no longer on YouTube. It's Scientology Life After a Cult. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this one up is, again, Natalie is a former Scientologist, but there was a story about a protester named Cubs Champion, and that's on another channel. But this one is to show you the one we're going to watch right now. Natalie will do the explaining better than I can. Okay, so let's let her speak for what I'd like to say, because obviously she does it better. All right, let's go.
I need to read you a statement from Cults and Atheists here on YouTube. Some of you have seen this, some of you have not. Let's take a look and just go ahead and read it. Let's read it together. Cults and Atheists. Jenny Strom, you guys remember her, and she does the channel with Russell, Jenny and Russell. The statement says, to our beloved subscribers and the wonderful community we have become a part of, it is with heavy heart and after a lot of deep reflection that we are choosing to take down our channel from YouTube by the end of the year. Jenny has been talking to her immediate family and has been under a lot of pressure. Now, you guys may or may not know this, but her immediate family is still in Scientology. So that's what that is referencing there. She has been told that she will not be declared a suppressive person if we take down the channel. In order to attempt to save the relationship with her family member and give Scientology one last chance to live up to their word, we've decided that this is the best course of action at this time. We really appreciate all of your support and time and how you kept our channel a positive, safe place for people to talk about their life experiences and be heard. We really appreciate all of our guests who have agreed to go public with their stories and our moderators who've worked diligently to keep our channel a welcoming place. We will sincerely miss interacting with all of you and hope you continue to support each other as a community. Please know that this was a very difficult decision for us in order to avoid being the same as those we have been speaking out against. Family has to come first. We hope you understand our decision and wish you all the best. Jenny and Russell.
So, as Natalie continues to say, Scientology is weaponizing. So, to this day, present time, we all know, we've heard it a million times, we all know it's 2024. So, Scientology, the things that you've heard about it being a cult, this is one of them. So, here is a family member who's a former Scientologist who is speaking out and is now an atheist, mind you. Free speech, has a YouTube channel, speaking out, letting people know, educating them, talking about it, having conversations about it. Her family is still in Scientology, so it's a grown adult's choice, right? She decided to get out, they decided to stay in. It's a mutual understanding on the down low. But Scientology pushed back on the family. Or maybe the family just decided, before Scientology has I call it a sit down, but when they go into ethics, which is kind of like it's an interrogation, okay? The outside world, when you go to ethics, it's like going to the principal's office when you get in trouble. They want to know all the dirt, they want to know all the tea, confess your shit. That's it. But the bottom line is a choice was not a choice. I take that back. An ultimatum. Because when you love your family, there is no choice. You do for family. It was an ultimatum. Either you stop talking shit about Scientology and you can still, be in good standings with your family, or you keep talking shit and you lose your family. That's not a choice. That's an ultimatum. And even though this lady knows that it's wrong and she's losing her free speech on YouTube, she loves her family that much that she put her own wants and needs aside. So, in this time, right now, like all religions, they still do shady, dirty shit. Nobody is safe. Okay, what are your thoughts on that so far? Anybody have anything to say? Any questions, comments? Because I started my YouTube channel in May, and I started doing live streaming in July. And Rumble, I think it's been almost a month, but I like to have discussions. It's not interrupting. It's not interrupting. No? I mean, don't come at me all at once, guys, really. I'm getting worried now. You guys are bombarding me with questions. Oh my god. You guys are too much. You guys are just too much. If you guys don't,
You've reached your limit on talking. Shut the fuck up.
okay, so with that answer, let's move on. I found a new toy. I like it a lot. Oh my god. Still here. Okay. Hey, Riddle, good morning. Thank you for bringing coffee. You are so thoughtful and generous. How you doing? I could use all the coffee. You guys know me. I'm a coffee freak. I love my coffee. Gotta have it. And for one wonderful viewer and supporter who loves the way I talk, they know exactly where I'm going with it. I don't say it funny. You say it funny. Oh shit. All right. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is another protester out in Boston. His name is Cubs Champion. He's on YouTube. And long story short, the video I believe he took down, not because of anything else. Well, I don't know. I can't find it, but I know I had seen it, and it's no longer available. Cubs Champion protests Scientology out in Boston, and Aaron Smith Levin, who is a former Scientologist, he has a channel on YouTube, Growing Up in Scientology. He did an interview with him, so let me bring you to that. And excuse me, and I will let Aaron do the talking because it is his interview. Love the way you say coffee. Oh, you are such a sweetheart. Can we talk? I need some coffee. I need some coffee. I used to take it light and sweet, but now I use the creamer. I don't use sugar anymore. You know what I'm talking about. Ugh. Was that good? Hell yeah, Riddle. Nice. Ugh. All right. So let's get to Aaron Smith Levin. Again, YouTube Growing Up in Scientology. Let me open this up for you here. Oh, default? Never mind. Doesn't matter. All right, let's go.
Here, Cubs Champion 16 is the protester who's been getting it done out in Boston. And Scientology has recently managed to get him charged with felony wiretapping. I have him here to talk about what's going on. Here he is. I'm just going to call him Cubs. How you doing, Cubs?
Good, Aaron. How are you, man?
It's great to talk to you.
Likewise.
Let's see. Where shall we begin? I'll tell you what. Before I ask you any direct questions, let me just show everyone. You last week or 2 weeks ago had put up a GoFundMe. I'm going to put a link to it in the description and in the pinned comment for the replay when we're done here. Where you are raising money for an attorney. I think you've raised the initial part that you needed to hire the attorney, and depending on how it goes, you're going to need the rest. So I'm going to mention that now. I'm going to paste the link to it for people who want to contribute. But let's talk about what in the heck is going on here. What can you tell me? And based on what you have to say, I'll ask questions.
So I was notified through the mail that the Commonwealth of Massachusetts has pressed some felony charges on me. So reading on that, it was felony wiretapping for an incident that occurred back in February of this year. And then just, receiving that, obviously somebody panicked, which I did. Thankfully, I just didn't drop the ball, start calling, law firms to figure this out. And the really coincidence thing about it that's really weird is I was given a death threat on October 8th, and they filed this complaint 2 days after that from something that stemmed from February until October. And as a lot of people know that watch me, I'm almost there every day, if not every day, every other day. So they have ample.
Hey, I just wanted to say really quick, welcome in, Jules. Good to see you. Lurking as usual. Don't worry about it. You'll take a creamer and sweeten in your coffee, please. You got it. Riddle, hurry up. No, I'm just fucking around.
Of opportunities to Boston PD to be like, hey, this is the gentleman that we want to file this tapping complaint on. So for me, it's just really weird, which knowing Scientology, it's not, of course. They got their feelings hurt that I reported a death threat. And it's in the books, as a police report for a death threat, and they decided, hey, we might have something on him, and of course, if it doesn't stick, it don't matter. It costs him a lot of money, and he won't be out here, depending, how it goes, depending what the court says.
Wow. Okay, there's a lot of places I want to go here. So I've seen your stream almost every day. That God, I wasn't hearing my feedback earlier when we were talking, and now I'm hearing feedback. Did anything change?
Not on my end.
Okay. You interact with the staff members at the org. You interact with the public. Remind me, February is actually when you started protesting out there, right?
January is when I kind of did, but it was more like February or January, February, March. It was more like a scope kind of thing, like just to get the lay of the land, just to see where it was at. I Google Earth it or whatever and knew where it was at. It's across the street.
And also, just to let you know, Cubs, just a little fun fact, if you will. Cubs Champion started his YouTube, I believe it was December of last year. So it's been a year since he's been on, and he goes out. And the thing of it is that a lot of people don't understand when it comes to Scientology. Not every state or city or town has a big location, to put it in simple terms. The largest locations are Clearwater, Florida, which is Flag. That's like they call it their Mecca. That's where the elite go. Another location is Los Angeles. Everybody around the area and in the world actually calls it Big Blue, because every building is huge and it's blue. They have like a 2 or 3, no, 1, 2, 3, a 5-block radius, if you will, just for the Big Blue. And then there is in England, that is the third largest location. That's the St. Hill organization. It's like a freaking huge ass country club. Like you'd see mansions and stuff. One location that's in Hemet, California, that is called Gold Base. That's pretty much a graveyard, meaning there's not that much action there. They don't recruit there. That's where their Sea Org staff members are. That's where they had movie productions and all kinds of horse shit over there. Just letting you know.
Literally from Packard's Corner, so a train stop literally stops, and it's literally right there. So easy to get to by train. So it was just me seeing like how many people really come here, which isn't a lot. And then just to walk around the neighborhood, just so in case, I get attacked or something, seeing the streams that I've been seeing when I started watching this in last year in November. I was like, I need a getaway plan so, I can not continue to get attacked. So yeah, but February was honestly my first live, I believe, that I ever did on my channel.
Okay, your first live stream in February. And so if they wanted to charge you or they had any problem with anything that you've been doing out there, they've had pretty much every day since February. It's not like you're in there hiding in the bushes. You're standing right outside the org, right? You're standing right outside their door.
Literally right their door, yeah, outside their door, like literally, because it's a rented space. As you were saying, it is like a strip mall. There's a pawn shop, a mattress shop / furniture shop, yoga shop, restaurant. So it's not like just them, like all the other buildings that they have. So yeah, I'm literally right outside the door. Like any time a member walked in, they could have been like, "Hey, there he is."
Yeah, so it's just a small piece of it. It's like I said, a very small thing. So the reason why I had brought up the size and locations is because the protesters that truly believe in exposing Scientology as a cult, as what they are criminally doing, not under the Freedom of Religion Act, what they're criminally doing. There's only so much you could do with a small space. There's only so much you could do and say. Now, other people have gone outside of the area, meaning not necessarily right in front of Scientology buildings or offices or churches or whatever the hell they want to call it. You know, everybody has their reasons. If I was physically and financially able to do so, I would take turns. Me personally, I would be where the Scientology building is, where they're coming in and out. And whether you're a loud or quiet protester, in my opinion, as a viewer for so long, it's not just about getting the word out, but some people have taken it to another level in a mind frame that there might be a family and or friend out there that hasn't seen them in years. And let's face it, a lot of people are on all the platforms, YouTube, Rumble, TikTok, your mother's ass, everything, right? So eventually someone might see that video that you are sharing, or you, the content creator, are doing a live stream on, or if you're static recording. And who the hell knows? If you don't have an email on your platform, they might leave a comment in the after the video's done, in the comments section, saying, "Oh my God, I know that person." You know? I've never been in his chat, but I believe you. And I'm gonna get a refill on my coffee. Give me a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. So you get the general idea. This is a nice guy. He's out there quite often and protesting against Scientology for whatever reason he wants to, right? Because it's your right. It's your right, and it's a beautiful thing when you do it in a smart way. But this time, I didn't watch the whole video, so forgive me. You can check it out later on for yourself, but you see the title. So, from my understanding, other people have done that. They have gone into a Scientology org or sent a friend in, and you're not, according to Scientology, you're not supposed to be recording in there, right? It's like their big thing. Whatever. Doesn't matter the reasons behind it, but that's what they don't like, right? Because you're considered a bad person or a spy. So my assumption is that he went undercover, so to speak, and got caught recording. Either he got caught recording in the building, or he brought the recording with him and then uploaded it. Hey, Matthew the King, welcome in. Good to see you this morning, sir. How are you? um, I'm, I'm I'm laughing because we're going to get to somebody.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Holy mother, it's an ice cream truck.
If you if you didn't catch that, here we go. Wait, hold on a second. If you didn't get it,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Holy mother, it's an ice cream truck.
oh my god. Oh my god. Ah, all right, so with that being said, we're we're gonna move along to another protester. Oh my god. I just can't. I just can't. Ooh, wrestling, yeah, welcome to the main event, but did you hear the other one? Look, we're we're gonna get to it soon, but this one, hold on.
Holy mother, it's an ice cream truck.
Dusty, good morning. Good morning. How are you, Dusty? Welcome in. How you doing? I caught your concert thing. I was lurking. Always good to see you. Are you cold as hell this morning or what? Because I'm loving it, but my nose not so much. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so let me just shuffle this around here real quick. Give me a second. I hope I don't screw up my thing here. Okay, we got that one, we got that one, we got this one. Okay. Yeah. The ice cream truck. Oh my god. All right, so we're going to talk about next one is Danny on YouTube. Danny is another Scientology protester who recently got into it in front of a location on Hollywood Boulevard in California. Scientology is having a Winter Wonderland Christmas thing going on, and he was outside filming and he got busted in the lip. So I thought I had that pulled up. My bad. So give me 1 second if you don't mind. I believe I saved it. One of his, well, I'm sure a lot of people did. A lot of people did. Hold on a second. I hate it when the computer's frozen. You have a cold? Well, you should bundle up. What the hell's wrong with you going out there half dressed? Good morning, Denise. How are you? Welcome in. Nice to see you. Yeah, you can't, bro, you can't be going out there half dressed. You got to put on a coat and a hat. When your head and your feet are warm, your whole body is warm. And you got to cover your throat. no matter how young or how seasoned you are. Yeah, it makes a lot of people cross. It makes a lot of people cross. Again, give me 1 second. Guys, talk amongst yourselves in the chat. I'm going to get it pulled up. Be right back. All right, I'm back. You guys been behaving? We learned last night that you have to pay a fee or buy a ticket to go to Clearwater Winter Wonderland. Is that some BS? That is bullshit. Yeah, you know what? With that comment, what it just came to my mind. That if they can't get your money to get you to join Scientology with the Winter Wonderland, they got to get money out of you somehow. Bastards. You weren't bundled up enough. Yeah, absolutely, Denise. Good point. Decrease people going. I'm glad you're feeling better though. Good. Not for nothing. I have my own thing about it, but if you take even at the Dollar General, they have this packets. It's cheaper there, I believe. It's called Theraflu, and it's got honey and chamomile. You get 2 packets of that, throw them in a coffee cup, get some boiling hot water, mix it up and drink it down. Not only does it taste good, believe it or not, but in 15, 20 minutes you feel like you could take on the world. So, back to this. So, again, Danny, where was I at? Danny protests Scientology, uh independent protester, not part of a group. Okay. Now, to get to it without further delay, like I said, he had been at the Winter Wonderland the other night, and let me get this queued up. And I couldn't find the mods clip, but I had clipped it. This is Danny's lip busted at Testing Center, Los Angeles, Church of Scientology or Cult of Scientology, December 7th. Oh, so it was 5 days ago. I'm glad I marked the date. All right, let's go.
You're so effective.
Can you film that way? I don't think so. Can you? Can you? I don't think so. Yeah. Come in. You filming some light? What's that? Here, let's make it brighter for you. There you go.
There you go. There you go, buddy.
How is it?
Do not fucking touch me. Do not
touch me. You touched
do not fucking touch me. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Do not fuck back up.
Rewind your film.
Okay.
Rewind your film.
There's people watching,
That's
stupid.
right. You touched me first, jackass. Rewind it. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm calling the police.
Okay, now I'm going to go to the full video because of this. You saw what happened. Let me come back to chat. You saw what happened, right? But here's the thing. The reason why I say fuck around and find out is because if you never saw this video, you would just be like, wow, that guy was aggressive. Kind of like how they charge Kaiser employees to park in the lot at Big Blue and charge the third party groups who have events on LRH Way. Yeah, Matthew the King. I brushed my hair a little too hard this morning. I think I have a kid cousin. Holy shit, that's funny. Denise, good one. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. So the thing of it is, like I said, if you never saw this guy before or saw what led up to it, you would be like, oh my God, right? So let me backtrack it, and I want to show you the view. You have to understand, everybody is at a different level with their camera skills. Some better than others. Some, it's like the rear view mirrors or the side mirrors on your car, right? You know, objects may appear closer than they really are, right? But when you look at this, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Pay attention, not necessarily to the chat. Well, let me get the chat out of there if I can. Because the chat winds up, doing their thing. We all know how chats run. So listen to the words used, the tone, and the position of how the camera is used.
I got over 1 million subscribers on YouTube without ever even showing my face, and I got all of these awards right here.
Who cares?
No, be careful. People have escaped from that. People have tried escaping from there. So, just be careful.
Explain to her.
Huh?
Explain to me. I don't understand. They're trying to steal everyone's information.
They're gonna ask you for information. They're gonna try to
give them their information though?
Because it's free. There you go.
Welcome in, Danny's.
I know people that have escaped from Scientology. They were born and raised in there.
What the fuck is Scientology?
It's a so-called religion, but the creator was a sci-fi writer.
Interesting. And this guy's a part of it right here?
Yeah. They're trying to recruit. They're going to try to ask you for information, and after that, they're going to bug you for the rest of the time.
Like what? Like by mail or by phone
Email,
number?
phone number. They're going to try to send you pamphlets. Yeah, right. This is a recruiting event.
Wait, in here?
Yeah, they're going to try to ask you.
So am I doomed?
No,
Am I doomed?
I don't have to be inside. I know people that were born and raised in Scientology that escaped Scientology.
I'm not for them. I'm just saying this is a free event.
Yeah, just be careful. I know people that were born and raised in here. They escaped. It's a cult.
Did you hear the guy's words? Right here. Just watch the words here or listen what he says if you can't hear it too good.
Am I doomed?
I don't have to be inside. I know people that were born and raised in Scientology that escaped Scientology.
I'm not for them. I'm just saying this is a free event.
Yeah, just be careful. I know people that were born and raised in here. They escaped.
He said, the guy said, that's all dressed in black. I'm not for them. This is a free event.
It's a cult. they're gonna try to ask you for information. They're gonna try to take you inside. You could take your picture, but just be careful. Just be careful. Shut up, buddy.
Shut me up.
Shut up. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Fuck. What are you gonna
What
do?
are you gonna do, bud?
What are you gonna do?
This is what Scientology does.
I'm not even a Scientologist.
You're working for them,
Doesn't
stupid.
matter.
Back
Doesn't
up.
mean I
Back
go
up.
No, you
Back
go to
up.
MySpace.
Just be careful. Con cuidado. Es una secta. Le van a pedir su información. Trafican a los niños. Conozca a alguien que nació y creció, que se escapó de Scientología. Es una secta, es un culto. Una vez que entra, nunca. No, solo con cuidado le van a querer vender un libro. Es gratis. Es pura mentira. Es pura mentira. Es una secta. Con cuidado, es una secta. Conozca gente que nació y creció en esta secta, en este culto. Es pura estafa.
So why does he have to keep facing the camera? I'm just pointing things out. That's it. Hey, Wendy, good morning. Welcome in. Yeah, his chat convinced him he was hurt. Poor little guy. I mean, you'll see.
Oh, you're so effective.
Can you film that way? I don't think so. Can you? Can you? I don't think so. Yeah. Go ahead. You filming some light? How was that? Here, let's make it brighter for you. There you go.
There you go. There you go, bud. Do not fucking touch me.
Don't touch me. You touch
Do not fucking touch me. No, you did it.
Yeah, I did.
Do not back up.
Rewind your film.
Okay.
Rewind your film.
There's people watching,
That's
stupid.
right. You touched me first, jackass. Rewind it. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm calling the police.
Okay, so you all have eyes. You saw that it wasn't per se a zoom. It wasn't a zoom in. Danny was approaching that guy. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Violence never is a good thing. Okay? I've scrapped before in my days. I've scrapped. But I don't care if it's a regular person, a security, a cop, or a civilian. Anybody with a fucking brain knows to not provoke a situation. The more I watch it, the more I listen. In my opinion, if Danny didn't fuck around to find out and that guy just popped him in the lip, then yeah, it's a different story. Just like the situation we saw with Michael and the cop. The cop had no right to touch Michael. That was totally different. The cop had no right to touch Michael, and he did it anyway. And Michael did not do the right thing either. He touched the cop back. That is a fuck around and find out. Danny Boy goes to the emergency room with wind. Oh, you do, Dusty? Okay, cool. When moving cattle opening gate popped my head, I crawled back to the house, not run a few blocks to hide. Danny walked towards him. Busted lip. In my opinion, it was a combination of Danny not wanting to get in trouble, in his chat in general telling him he had a concussion, and DOA going in his chat telling him stuff like, this is going to help me with my lawsuit. When Danny escalated the extent of his injuries when the paramedics asked him. Yeah, the thing of it was is that DOA did not even ask him that I saw in the chat if he was fine. And Danny made a comment. He repeated himself saying, I think this is the one. This is going to be the one. I took that as the icing on the cake for the lawsuit. That was my take on it. You guys may agree, you may not agree. I don't know. You let me know in the chat. What do you think? The paramedics returned and said, "What has changed?" Exactly, Jules Firerocks. Jenny also slipped and said he pushed him after being checked out by the fire department. Excellent point, Denise. Excellent point. And here's the thing that I don't know if a lot of you missed or not, but Zero Dark Tony from YouTube and Rumble, not just him, but the chat, I believe, too, Danny had just gotten the flu shot. And if you look it up, a lot of symptoms from a flu shot after getting it are similar to a concussion. There are people that I care about very much so, and they are deeply pissed off about this. That he doesn't have a concussion. He just had the fucking shit punched in his mouth and the birdies flew around his head. Yeah, Jules Firerocks. Now, I had brought that up in my other live. Graham Barry, I have spoken with, and is a very kind man who can joke around and not have a stick up his ass. But Scott and Danny, and I'm sure others, have, no pun intended, and I mean this from my heart, they burn the bridge because Graham works on a slide scale. So for SP Spanglish, unless he already talked to Graham Barry within seconds, which I don't think happened, because that whole incident went down so fast, there was no way to talk to Graham that fast about taking it for free. I think SP Spanglish might have jumped the gun with good intentions, but to say that Graham would do it for free was not, in my opinion, the smartest thing to say, because every lawyer needs to get money. They need to get paid for their services, no matter what your case is. And again, I know for a fact Graham Barry does work with people, and he does work on a slide scale. So you saw the initial punch, and you saw how it led up. I wanted to, for those that didn't get to see it, just where I'm coming from. Now, Danny, who had some kind of fundraiser, GoFundMe or whatever the hell it was, I don't remember, so forgive me. All these people that are protesters that are getting in trouble, whether it's their fault or not, let's be fair. Whether it's their fault or not, they're racking up charges, they're racking up jail time they've been in, whether it's 6 days, 1 day, 5 hours, 4 hours, right? Because it happened to Aaron Smith Levin, who's a former Scientologist. So on Danny's community post a month ago, hello, beautiful people. Here is the because everybody was saying, where's the invoice? Here is the invoice everyone has been waiting for. So, excuse me, to be able to request the funds back that were dished, I'm assuming they're dished out to the lawyer, we have to pay first. Oh, he's talking about Streets LA's lawyer. Okay. We have to pay first. Then she, meaning the lawyer, could file for a motion, and the judge decides if she grants it or not. And then he tagged all these people here on YouTube. So here's Danny's invoice, civil harassment restraining order defense, and everything is here on Danny's community page. an itemized, if you will, an itemized invoice. Let's see what this says here. Okay, so the total 45,776, excuse me, $45,777.76. Payment was made July 1 or July 17, 2024 of 10 grand. So I'm assuming that was from the fundraiser. I don't know. I don't know if it was a loan. And balance owed. On October 12th this year, outstanding balance. Please make all amounts payable to Dorothy M. Gibbons White. Payment is due upon receipt. Thank you for the opportunity to represent you in this matter. So, yeah, Dorothy, that is the lawyer's name. Let's see. It's ridiculous. It makes me so mad just that I keep seeing him running to the ER for stupid stuff. I believe the flashlight triggered Danny, so he decided to batter the guard, and then he made up the excuse to save his ass. Flashlight is 100% legal, although it's a dick move. Danny's busted lip. That's what I'm talking about. It's like exactly that point. Okay, right? That's it. Being a dick is exactly what it is, but it's not illegal. And some of the protesters have done the same thing. They've done it back. So it's like a na, right? Streets later said on a live that he never pays the invoices. Wow. Good to know. Well, there have been speculations that people are like, or insinuating, that because Streets is getting Dorothy clients, which she doesn't need. I mean, I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm just saying, she's a lawyer and she's very good at what she does. But maybe it could be because Streets brought clients in that there's a break. I really don't know how they do that. I never would go to ER unless I'm on my last legs. Streets said he only pays the retainer fee. Ah, gotcha. Sissicat, I went back in and checked for you. It's not showing. If you're on Rumble, you might want to kick yourself out and come back in and try it if you choose to, honey. All right. Now, there's another protester that I want to discuss, but this protester is not the one you would always. I mean, they have been. They're not always on the street, but they have been. They have been to different Scientology locations protesting, but they're more on. I found them to be more. I'm trying to find the word for it. Knowledgeable, if you will, with city council meetings, right? The bar association, going to types of meetings where they have discussions on plans or budgets, or where the actual community can come and speak on what's on their mind. Broken sidewalks, blah blah blah. This person is in a Rascal, one of those mobile chairs, more fancy than a wheelchair, a nice one, right? And they are an advocate for the ADA compliance, which makes sense, right? They may not be able to walk, but they would like to have the freedom with those chairs whether they're quadriplegic or they're just, immobile one way or another, or have difficulty walking. They want to get around the city and towns just like anybody else. But not that long ago, I started hearing things. And for those that don't know me, I've seen and heard a lot of things. Doesn't mean I believe them unless I look out from, I see it for myself. And when I saw this, I was automatically extremely disappointed, because rumors aren't always rumors. Sometimes when people are talking things, whether it's bullshit and, talking shit, it's actually the truth. And I was very disappointed to find out that Audit LA did this. Again, Audit LA has been out on the street protesting Scientology, and she's been protesting everything in the city at the council meetings. Well, let me just show you this and get at it. And it saddens my heart. It disappoints me. Corrupt North Hollywood neighborhood council rep turned blind eye to college fraud. Now, there are other articles out there. I just pulled this one. No rhyme, no reason. Thursday, May 18th, 2023, 8:17 a.m. Neighborhood councils are intended to provide input and oversight regarding problems in the community. But new emails show that Joanne Rivas may have been on the take regarding problems at Los Angeles Valley College, serving the North Hollywood, Valley Glen, and Valley Village and Van Nuys neighborhoods. On May 13th, 2023, controversial North Hollywood neighborhood rep named in racketeering scheme at Los Angeles College hit the wire. This was followed a few days later by North Hollywood neighborhood council rep Censors Indy Bay. On May 15th, 2023, after the original story appeared to disappear from Google Newsfeed for a time. New documents show, however, that Joanne Rivas, current North Hollywood Neighborhood Council rep at large for District 2, was well aware of the accreditation violations going on at Los Angeles Valley College's Media Arts Department, including before the Valley Academic and Cultural Center was approved by the Board of Trustees months later. Rivas can now be identified as LAVC Media Arts Student Narrative 2, April 30th, 2016, published May 5th, 2023. Under dozen LAVC Cinema Student Narratives challenges Erica LACCD success story. Rivas' narrative is also one of the later ones collected, demonstrating Rivas was fully aware of many other student narratives describing there. I don't know why it's cut off. But the bottom line is a disabled student, Rivas is seeking a certificate in post-production, made perfect sense. What doesn't make sense is that Rivas clearly has had no problem serving in positions of public trust, being well aware that multiple issues were harming both low income and disabled students like herself and did nothing about it beyond writing a single email. I'm going to put this in the chat for you guys because I don't want to necessarily take up more of your time by reading it, but I'll put it in the chat for you. For me, guys, I watched her and I was giving her all the props in the world. It was extremely disappointing. So I'm putting it in the chat for all of you to read up on yourself. Sissycat coming in with a Rumble rant. Happy Christmas. Christmas tree and heart. Sissycat, thank you so very much for your Rumble rant. I appreciate it. It worked. I was disappointed too. Same. Hush money. Her silence is for sale. Out of all the people to not only protest but advocate for the ADA community, and watched her time and time and time again, it was so disappointing. Like, don't get me wrong, okay? A lot of people, including myself, we've all fucked up. We've all said stupid things, done stupid things, whether we were teenagers or adults. But for Christ's sake, you're going to go ahead and do that to your own people. Exactly. And I really liked her. I can't. And here's another, not a point of view, but a fact. Whatever it is in general, we're not talking about simple mistakes. But when you want to be taken seriously and you're acting a fool, nobody's going to listen. And the ones that do is the peanut gallery. I'll use myself like I try to do and be fair. If I was handicapped, whether I was a quadriplegic or whatever my case is, and I'm in a wheelchair, and businesses or cracked sidewalks or like Scientology blocking off streets, it's already breaking my heart and pissing me off that I am limited to what I could do already. But then to have to fight to get around in the street and sidewalks and public places just like anybody else, I'd be fucking mad as shit. And if I had somebody like Order LA representing me, I'd be like, "Thank you. There is a Santa Claus, Virginia, right?" And then to be so happy that somebody that knows the lingo, that knows their way around codes and how to speak and not speak like a uppity person, right? And using big words that are unnecessary. A human being just like myself. And to speak clearly so that people could understand. To find out that they did some really shady, fucked up shit to other people, as well as 80, the disabled community. It would be like the rug getting pulled out from under me. Or those that know what a real winter is in black ice. When you slip and fall and your back just pounds that ice and you're like, "Oh shit." It hurts like son of a bitch. Danny thinks his lip hurts. Try to fall on your back on hard ice and you get the wind knocked out of you. That shit hurts like a bitch. Yeah, it's really disappointing. This wasn't a boo-boo moment at all. So, now the third Nimrod we're going to talk about is Henry Marini. And Marini is from Rochester, New York. I've talked about him before. I'm not going to make it long. But He has been MIA. He fucked around and found out and did a lot of stupid shit, right? And he has not been live in 3 weeks. Let's see shorts. I'm doing this for a reason for those that don't get it. He has been radio silent. The engineer that knows all. Let's see his community list. Okay, so he fucked around and found out. He had a court date, and this was 6 days ago he posted. So when he went to court, they have a continuance until the 27th. That brings me up to fucking around and finding out. He has a GoFundMe. Now, his GoFundMe goal is, I believe, $6,000. He's at 4,400. Why am I bringing this up again? Well, oh wait, did I do that one? Yeah, I did this one. Because we're going to get to this person. Crazy Love is Love. She is out in Utah. She is another anti-Scientologist protester. But recently she started a foundation. What is that foundation, you may ask? Well, happy to say that her foundation is this, which I shared to you guys briefly. Stand Against Fear and Exploitation. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because recently these protesters that have come into legal problems and have had summons or restraining orders, I am very curious, like the first one we saw, Cubs champion, right, to come to this organization because here is what they are about. They are committed to standing up against harmful practices within religious institutions. They aim to bring about legislative changes and provide support to those being targeted and harassed through tactics such as fair gaming, which is a Scientology term. Okay. And they're advocating, right? We advocate for legal reforms to change the laws, but their support. Our team offers legal, emotional, financial support, damn it, to those targeted by these powerful institutions. No one should stand alone in this fight. Right? So, why is there a GoFundMe? Somebody had a live last night, excuse me, and I brought it up about this new foundation. And I clearly said in the chat, well, maybe the new foundation will help them. And the content creator, which was Pinche Becky, said, oh, yeah, you're right. The new foundation. Somebody in the chat commented, we can only hope. So why is this not being said? Why, for the love of God, are they not going to this new foundation? That's what it's there for. Right? There's no need to have a GoFundMe when there is a foundation for protesters. And this foundation is not just for people in Utah. It's for the United States. And here they have Stand Against Fear and Exploitation. They have a EIN number. Everything is here. So I would think that all this fundraising, necessary or not, goes through them. Let me put this in the chat. You might know somebody that could use the help or bring it up. Denise says, that's what I say too. Go X your foundation for help. Absolutely. You know? That's what it's there for. Somebody took the time to do whatever it is, the research and whatnot of doing all this stuff and creating it. And it wasn't like it was just created like today or last week. But I will say this. There are some people on the board that I question because the choices that they have made are not something I agree with. Do they have any funds? That's a good question. I don't know. Let me pull that up for you and let's take a look. Okay. So meet the board. Chenille Hill is here. That is Peace, Love, Sunshine. This woman is the co-officer treasurer. And here is Jennifer Najor, board media relations. That's New Generation. So New Generation on YouTube, Crazy Love is Love, YouTube. So there's the contact information. Let's see. I know you asked about the funds. Jules. Well, donation. I'm trying to look for it while we talk, but so donations are not tax deductible at this time. We are committed to transparency. Each quarter, we hold board meetings open to donors and the public. Okay, so that's good. They support groups, referrals, all that there. And, oh, this is an important one. How does STAND, okay, or excuse me, SAFE, I apologize, that's the acronym, handle reports of misconduct with this organization? We have a strict zero tolerance policy regarding misconduct. Any allegations of abuse or misconduct within our organization are taken seriously and investigated thoroughly. Maintaining a safe and respectful environment is paramount to our work and mission. I don't have a phone number here. So if you'd like to find out things, you can contact and email them there. It's their goal to have funds. Wait, it's their goal to have funds, but have they raised any money? Yeah, I don't know. They had the first fundraising on YouTube last weekend. Didn't really look like they got many views or donations. That's a very good question. It's a very good comments in here. I'm loving it. Again, I'm going to put the link to them in the chat, both on Rumble and YouTube. The thing of it is with Rumble, after this live, it won't be there, but I will put the comment in below the video for you in case you'd like to look at it later on. I'll put that there. Okay. And sorry, Rumble. Sorry it's in there 3 times. I don't know why, but okay. I guess it's good to be thorough. It states each quarter we hold board meetings open to donors and the public, where we provide a detailed summary of financial activities, including funds received, right, and remaining balance. But they don't say where. Now, I've been looking. I haven't seen anything. I don't know if you guys have. And Denise was kind enough to inform us about the fundraising, but I have not heard anything about, like a quarterly or whatever they're going to do with that. And again, Jules bringing up the point about investigate how, by whom, like what are their steps? It's a very good question. Now, to be fair, if something happens, then if they are a foundation that has lawyers, right? They would talk to the lawyers, but if something goes down, what I would do is to my notifications are going off. Sorry guys. What I would do is you go to the police first. It's your foundation. So if even though you might serve all the United States, that people that come to you, you go to the police in Utah, you a detailed report, get into it, the who, what, where, when, why, how, everything. And if you have a lawyer on standby, then bring the lawyer with you as well. Or, of course, get the paperwork and submit it to your lawyer and go from there. That's what I'm guessing. And we could. It'd be nice to know, though. It wasn't stated. Is it going to be on YouTube or is it going to be on their website? That's a good, a good thing to know. Maybe they didn't work that out yet. But Denise, a big motivation creating this foundation was to give a big FU to Aaron and SPTV. Crazy wanted to prove how easy it was to create a foundation. And also, she will do anything to get DOA's attention. Boom. Boom. Mic drop. Mic drop. Well said. Well said. And I think that deserves, for that and Sissicat, this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Ladies and gentlemen.
That totally deserved it. Yes. For all of you. Sissicat. Ah. Yeah. she wanted to hold herself to a higher standard than Aaron Smith Levin, but spent last night's live talking about, oh, damn. Are you shitting me? You shitting me, right? Is that for real? Because if that's for real, bleh, I mean, to each his own, but whatever. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh, like I said, hey, whatever floats your boat, man. Who am I to judge? Maybe somebody will learn a new trick. Who the fuck knows? Damn. You believe it? Oh my God. Zero Dark Tony, good morning. Welcome in. I have court today with clowns Henry and Scott who think they're going to get a restraining order on me. I'm sure we'll all be tuned into that for sure. You gonna go live after court? You have to be there, right? You have to physically be there. Am I correct? Since you're here before you got to go, just figured I'd ask if that's okay. Shh. Got a troll? Oh my God. Eat him up. Yum, yum. Eat him up. Excuse me. Oh my God. I believe that he will be attending via Zoom, but uh like I said, Tony, let us know. I mean, obviously Scott was in Chicago a little bit with his family and then came back to LA. But Henry, like I just went over, he's been MIA. So again, if you want to give us a heads up and let us know, I'm assuming right now it's a Zoom. If allegedly, that favorite word allegedly, he's in Utah, then obviously it'll be Zoom. Do you have an afternoon court, Tony, or morning? Like I said, Denise, I don't believe so. But who the hell knows? Maybe he got a plane ticket or some shit. Guys, excuse me, I got to step away 1 second. Go ahead and chat amongst yourselves. Guys, thank you so much for being patient, holding on. Poor Mikey had to go. He had to go potty. Okay, so I'm reading up here. Kinda. Are you kidding me, Denise? Like, and I'm not being a dick. I'm just saying it. Like, for real, or she was fucking around joking. Yeah, I know, Jules. 45. Okay. Well, good luck to you, Tony, on that. You know, no matter what the situation is, it's always a chore. You know, so hope for the best. I'm sure everything will go smooth. Well, he already has been. I had mentioned, Jules, a while back that Jessica Palmadessa, she had her car towed and they took it. And long story short, the cop confronted her and said, you know, about when with her license and her license plate, um, you know, if you live here 9 months or longer in California, you have to change your residence legally. And the thing of it is that she turned around and said, well, I live dual places. I live 9 months here and then the rest of the time somewhere else. I don't know if they can get him on that, but Tony, definitely good luck. Definitely let us know how it worked out. On YouTube, though, so here's the thing, though. Well, I'll keep my. I don't want to seem like I'm being a jerk because I'm not. The thing of it is that a serious fundraiser or something, or at least to let people know what's up. I don't know if there'll be a separate account for YouTube to go over finances and the breakdowns and all that stuff, and how much money they raised. But being here long term, the cops had asked him about that too. And when he went recently to the Northeast Division, he went to ask a question, or excuse me, the man behind the counter asked him a certain question. He said to DOA, "Do you live in the area?" DOA totally went off track to something else. And the guy said to him right to his face, "That's not what I asked you." He asked him specifically, do you live here? And then Scott turned around and said, "No, I'm from Chicago." Oh, okay. Thank you, Denise. If you guys want me to grab that and put it in the chat, I will, or I can just leave that comment there. I mean, I'm going to leave the comment anyway, but if you want, I'll look it up. And I'll post it there if you want. Let me see here. Safe Foundation on YouTube. I'm looking here and I'm not seeing it. I don't know if I'm typing it in as an acronym or let me try it this way. Foundation, it's bringing me makeup. Let me just type in safe. Let me try this one. Let's see if it's in this one. No. So let me go back to her page on YouTube and see if there is a link there under the commercial that she has. I mean, I'm not gonna throw shade, you know. I mean, she took the initiative, and her board members, and yeah, it was definitely a big fuck you to Aaron. And for DOA, that part is my opinion for sure. Okay, I don't see a link there. Okay, so on her YouTube, I see a Linktree, merch, Amazon wish list. I don't see any link for it, guys, so I'm sorry I can't post it in the chat. Yeah, Chicago. That's what I thought too, Jules. That's what I thought too, for sure. The man who doesn't want to be monetized but changed his mind, just like a woman. A woman is allowed to change her mind. You guys deserve a treat. I don't have all the good snacks to give out. Yeah, it's a very right, Matthew? Very good point. I don't even know how that's possible. Because let's face it, not every cop or lawyer knows everything, but word does get around. They gossip just like a nervous human being.
Jesus, it's so fucking cold. No, you were snooping. Yeah, like I don't know why I'm nervous. Like, just there's no way out of not being nervous for me anymore. I think that I just have that anxiety, and there's no way around it. No matter what happens or no matter what I do.
Holy mother, it's the ice cream truck.
Nervous I'd screw up. Nervous someone would yell at me. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Holy mother, it's the ice cream truck.
Yep.
Easy peasy. We went to a string quartet last night, a candlelit string quartet with a tribute to Nirvana. It was actually really cool. Really, really cool. All right, I just gotta fill up. Ugh. Yeah, so the like quartet was really cool. I don't think I've ever been to a quartet. Today's about a restraining order. Constant harassment of my girlfriend, calling fire department, calling the police, threatening to rape my mom, talking about my mom being raped, threatening to skin me and use me as a rug, and other things. Oh, dude, fucking dick. Watch. What a fucking dick. I'm gonna cut you off now, dick.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I actually think I know who the swatter is now. One of the swatters. The person I'm going for the restraining order was involved with, for sure that I know of, 100% was involved with calling the highway patrol and saying that I had narcotics in the van. That I know 100% for a fact that it's him. He admitted to it. The trooper called. I filed a report with Ventura Dispatch yesterday, told me that I couldn't file it. And then I talked to an officer, and he said that I had some restraining orders in LA, which I don't know if he saw that from looking at the CAD screen or something, but he made sure to mention that, like it actually had any bearing on false swatting calls. That restraining order, it's just such bullshit. It's such bullshit that people have been able to get restraining orders against me when they were the ones involved with baking a cake with my mother's face on it, threatening to eat the family cat, over and over and over again. Those people that were involved with that are the ones that got successful restraining orders, which is an extreme perversion of justice. Perversion? Would that be the proper verbiage to use in that? I think so. And we're able to get restraining orders without seeing a judge, without me even having an ability to show any evidence. Especially this Fort Wayne, Indiana one, I didn't get to even show anything, and they literally took my right to bear arms away for 2 years. Which that doesn't bother me any, but if I want to shoot a gun, I should be able to shoot a gun. The allegations had nothing to do with shooting a gun. I went to some Christmas light displays twice. Like, what the fuck? How the fuck is that even possible? And the second time I didn't even go to the house, only after I had an egg thrown at my car. So it's so fucked up. This person talks about raping people. Same with the other group of people. The person who had the restraining order against me, the boyfriend was talking about raping my mom and her dead corpse, and I was the one who got the restraining order, right? Like, and then so this Ventura cop says, "Oh, you got some restraining orders in LA." I was like, "No, I beat all my restraining orders, which I still have one sitting around now." It's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating. But nothing I can do but move forward. I know I didn't do any of this stuff. I'm never going to get a job where I have to abide by any type of rules. The only thing it does is it prejudices the judge when that information is used against me. Oh, and I was assaulted. And the Fort Wayne, Indiana sent a cease and desist order to them. Sent a cease and desist order to them to stop with their activities, but I was the one who got the restraining order. None of that makes sense. None of that makes sense. So the SWAT caller is the person, I'm almost 100% positive, I'm 99% positive. The SWAT caller is the person that told me that Daniel from Salem was a pedophile and that they found him dead under the pier. And the one that Zach was talking to, who he believed was the Chicago Tribune reporter. I'm almost positive. After court today, we'll listen to the audio of the 911 calls. The fact that we've got the 911 calls and no one else has done that is kind of mind-blowing. All the anti-Scientology protesters and everything, no one's gotten any FOIA request. No one's really done any FOIA request for anything. Nothing. And it's really crazy. So I'm going to FOIA request the amount of information that we learned just by listening to the CAD calls from Scientology to the police was amazing. And I'm going to FOIA request Austin, Boston, Chicago, Portland, San Francisco. I'm going to FOIA request all the CAD calls, which is computer automated dispatch. CAD, computer assisted dispatch. Automated dispatch, computer automated dispatch. And to hear what they're saying to the cops is amazing. Holy shit, how no one's done this. Even Clearwater. I'm going to FOIA request everything for the last year since January. You hear the swatting call, the bomb threat of that girl that was at Ventura, Elixir, or I forget her name. I'm not sure the recording's yet. I'll share them afterwards. We heard one. I shared one of them, the one for mine, but there's other. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get Estrella, yes. And I'm gonna get the one for Daniel too. I FOIA requested my swatting calls, 3 of them. We requested the 3 swatting calls the 3 swatting calls in a day. We're waiting back from San Luis Obispo. Yeah, there's a whole lot of FOIA requests out, and so that's all sorts of content and information that's going to be coming out in the next couple months, slowly. So I look forward to every release of that. There's so much information. And why me? Why was it me and this other person who's doing all this work? Literally, like everyone's in the comment telling me what the fuck to do. Not one person has literally filled out a paperwork that took like 2 minutes to get this shit. Literally 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And not just for me, for everybody. Well, thank you, Sue, for putting that. Thank you for putting all those Excels together. What we need to do is a couple more FOIA requests for each house every house that's out on Hubbard Way. Because I remember 2 different times. There's been numerous times that people have showed up to the different houses, including the house right to the right of the haircut place, the Armenian place, nail salon, and the parking lot across the street. All those we need to make FOIA requests for all that. Because that, I don't know if you guys saw, I don't know if I got that post out or anything yesterday, but that thing is so big and tells such a story of what the fuck is going on. You had the fire calls? I got all the work here, Cartoon Sky.
That comment.
Got it all.
Look at that comment.
Got it all. I'll do all of it. I got court. I got it. I got nothing better to do. Get this all because you know how much work it's been just to figure out what date and shit and how much time it took and how little help that anyone's been. There's been a few people that's really helped, but everyone's so quick to offer unsolicited advice without just being like, hey man, maybe I'll go find Solomon shit. I'll go for it. And send the information.
How do you take that comment right there? Oh, and Sally's the one that I believe Sally is the one that was at the SLO call when the last time he got his 2 phones taken away. Just FYI.
This is how I'm handling unsolicited advice. Know how to write a comment on YouTube. Like when I was at DC, that was what I was hoping somebody would do. All these people wanted to help and all this shit, but no one ever actually did any of that type of shit. Nothing that actually fucking, they're watching what everyone's saying, what troll is saying, making what threats, and just being engulfed in that drama and not actually helping with anything that really fucking would help. Oh my gosh.
Exactly, guys. I'm reading your chat. Exactly.
No, this one burnt up. This one burnt up. This is the thing that they removed and then it came back the same day. Went up in the flames.
Yeah, Joel.
Look at that.
Yep, that's the one.
Look at that.
Sorry, I fucked up. But that's the one, Jules. Yep.
All right, I gotta go. I just have to shit. God damn it. God damn it. Fucking LA, man.
He
All right.
stepped in the
I'll talk to you later.
poo. The bucket had a leak. Ew. Everybody's been stepping in dog shit lately. Jules, one of my lives I mentioned it. I'll double check, but I'm pretty damn sure it's that one. Yeah. I said yes, that's the one because I had it's Sally or Sally Ann. Does Sally Ann sound familiar? Okay. So Sally Ann. Yeah. Let me look in my YouTube stuff and see if it's there. Cuz I did a community post from a lot of stuff. Um Let me go to my channel and see if I could share that. I know I can share it. I meant to say pull it up. Oh, I'm gonna do it this one too. You know, for the morons that don't learn their lesson. Let's see. This is my YouTube channel, KT PETA. I was sharing some stuff from everywhere. Pretty much, I went on a. I'd never go on Reddit too often, but I found a lot of stuff, and I just felt like sharing. So these are for the people that believed in him and helped him and donated to him and
The next big step for bringing down Scientology is exposing the people that are not allowing the anti-Scientology movement to grow. That is what the next step is.
really, Jules. No shit. Matthew the King, that's very nice of you. That's a very you guys all made valid points. Very good points. I'm going to see if I could blow this picture up here for you. But this was the point of view. Enri Marini knows what he's talking about. It's very hard to see, but over here in the chat, okay, this is when DOA was at when he got the swatting call in SLO. Okay, it says to the right, VoIP is easy as well. Most use known VPN pools. I can't read it too well. Pools in an attempt to hide their location. I'm telling you, that's it. The case that no law enforcement agency is seriously investigating these. You know, some people might think things that I bring up are unnecessary, or you know, it has no point behind it. But I tend to believe that some people might come to their own conclusion and read something. They might verbalize it differently than I, but they get where I'm going with it. Because everybody that knows me, a lot of times I take the long way to get home. You know what I'm saying? And then what's the other one I wanted to share? Trying to find it. This was interesting. The day Scott got swatted and his 2 phones were taken by law enforcement, California Highway Patrol, and that fool sent him $2,600. 32 seconds in, excuse me, 34 seconds in, his phone went off. Maybe somebody was calling to check in. Somebody was, you know, whatever. But his phone goes off a lot. Just me. Where the hell is it? Let me see if I can find it. Not that one. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get to it. I didn't expect to share it, but I want to try to answer that question as best as I can. I don't want to just leave it there hanging to dry. Oh, got it. You guys are great. Thank you so much for hanging in there. Correct. Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Matthew the King, I don't know if you've heard me say it, but I've said it a million times. He turned this protesting movement into a bowel movement. Not the prettiest analogy, but it seems fitting, don't it? Henry too. Right. Oh, really, Newfie? Gotcha. All right. California coast. Yep. Okay, so thank you, Denise. That's so kind of you to say. I appreciate that. I'll never forget how he stopped his multi-hour live on his much smaller channel, only to go live on his bigger channel 2 minutes later and immediately was swatted. Yeah, you're right, MTK. The smaller channel of his is the Streamer Wars. That's the smaller channel. Hey, good morning, Nameless. Welcome in. Yes, who would give that much after Scott was swatted every other day? Perfect analogy. Thank you. All right. So I hope this answers your question. Okay. Good morning, Das. No problem. Welcome in. So I'm glad I was able to answer this question. So check it out. Scam calls. I hate those bastards. It doesn't give the speed on these ones. Oh well. All right. Hold on to your hats, people.
Make it make sense! Make it make sense!
Is that the one? Exactly, Breeze. Good morning. Welcome in. Exactly. Was there so fast. I mean, within seconds. Zanny, good morning. Welcome in. Yes. Okay. I'm glad I could answer it for you because, when I make a mistake, I apologize or I say I fucked up. So I'm glad you guys gave me the grace to find it. So there you go. And that's the lady who also, after all this went down, she had Big Boy coddling him at her house. Can I, she did everything but, if you know what I mean. Can't say too much with being on YouTube and Rumble. I've always felt at least part of the swats were done with the help of his handlers from the past. Right. And Ghost Soldier. If Vaughn is listening somewhere, I finally remembered it. Ghost Soldier. That's the one that's talked about. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, honey. Oh, really? Did you see the video where he went to her house and she took care of him? He live streamed that too. I didn't know that, Jules. See, I thought I was right, but there's always room for error. Like I said, if I make a mistake, I own it, Nobody is perfect. But yes, Sally, so that's her. Purple Viking, welcome in. That's the funny thing, Purple Viking. I had somebody in my chat the other day, and long story short, I let them know I wasn't being a jerk. I was being very genuine and very polite, asking, One of DOA's people, this person had a similar handle, and I asked them straight out on my live, "Are you that person?" And that person said no. As a matter of fact, when Scott went to Tacoma, he didn't even say anything to that chatter, that viewer. Totally blew that person off. But he did have some woman bringing silky chickens to his RV. Yep. So that's exactly what it was, and I'm glad you brought that up. A very nice person and wasn't offended when I asked a question, but like I said, I didn't ask it like an asshole. I just, said that handle, I don't see it very often. So when I confronted them, they said no. DOA totally blew them off on that trip. So, and that person in chat also did say that it wasn't just Scott; it was Lara was with them too, and they didn't even stop by. Just like was like basically a middle finger, and that's the thing. Without the viewers, what's the point of being on a platform of any type? Not everybody could be accommodating and this and that, yada, yada, yada. We could go on all day long about it, but so many people have extended their hand out to Scott in the past and in the present and have been very kind and warm. Some of those people were not so good people. I know that. I mean, you're going to visit a stranger, like the founder of Safe is a lesbian woman with a wife and a kid and was constantly up Scott's ass. And when Lara did her tour, these people never met in real life. And she's got a kid. And what did she do? The open door policy. She willingly asked Scott and Lara to come to her house in Utah and stay with them. And she's got a kid. Oh shit, Dust. I don't know about that. But I'd be laughing my fucking ass off. That's a lot of flour for a man or a woman. God dang. Jesus. Bleh. You know what? This is for saying that in my chat.
You've reached your limit on talking. Shut the fuck up.
I'm only joking. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh my god, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no doubt, right? No doubt. No doubt. It's kind of, weird. It's kind of weird if you think about it. So, let's see here. All right. I'm glad you liked it. I found a new toy and I really, really like it a lot. Oh my god. Let's see here. I'm just checking. Okay. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you're not mad. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, a very seasoned version. All right, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be a little bit of um. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah, I really don't care for that, but you know what? I I'm not going to speak on it because I'm not that great at holding cameras or this and that. So I don't have a tripod, I don't have a battery pack, I don't have a tripod that you could put on your table like a tabletop one, you know. So when it comes to getting angles or, you know, having that perfect shot, I can't talk shit. I can't. Uh, blame it on me. Well, that's a very nice compliment, and I take that very highly. You've been missing out, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Oh yeah, can't forget that. Like I said though, see, I can throw the shade, I could throw the tea, I could do all that stuff. But I don't have that experience or the tools to even do that. So I will say for the most part, a lot of people they get good shots, they're very clear. They don't have a lot of disruption, when they're live hitting their microphone a lot. Oh my god. I'm just reading you guys. You're too funny. You're too funny. And again, I want to thank you so much, Sister Cat, for the Rumble rant. I greatly appreciate it so much. Um, guys, I am going to head out over there. And I am going to say, how do I put it? Can I do it? That is too funny. Okay. Denise, you got it. You got it. So, um, I will see you there. And I'll wait for you. Again, those that are just joining, welcome in. I thank you all. I will see you there. If I don't, have a wonderful rest of your day. Be blessed, stay blessed, and if you can't be good at it.